Hello, this is Prejean with a passport. Come ashore with me as I share a bit of Genoa, Italy, and the struggles that we've faced in visiting their historic city center, and the number one thing that you should know before you go. If you don't watch anything more, then take this away. There are about 800 taxis here. Together they have lobbied to keep out Uber and have hired their own programmer to write the Your Taxi app to request your ride. This would have been so beneficial to know before visiting. We only learned of this on taking a taxi from the Airbnb to the cruise port as we embarked on a 22-night repositioning cruise to South America. On the subject of port cities, while editing this video, I have been to a few other port cities. So far, none are as easy to navigate as Genoa has been. If you are cruising into Genoa, you can exit the ship and walk without having to be bussed from the port to where you want to visit. You have options as you are steps away from the hop-on hop-off bus. Cost for the day pass was €25 each. You can purchase the tickets with a credit card on the bus rather than having to go all the way to the station to buy the tickets. The hop-on hop-off bus has two lines. The red line is the inner city, the blue line takes you to the scenic shore. There are a few interchanges where you can exit one line and hop on the other. You'll learn how the Genoa flag, being so easily identifiable, thwarted off pirates and showed the power of the Italian fleet so much that Britain leased part of the Genoese flag to use it in their flag, and to this day it is still used. However, Britain may be a little behind on their lease payments. Perhaps Italy should cancel their subscription. When we arrived into Genoa from the train station, our taxi got as close as to where we were staying and said there was no road in the historic center, so we hopped out and with our luggage began going uphill to our accommodation. Something to keep in mind if you like being dropped off directly in front of your flat and level accommodation with a number of bags. You can easily lose yourself walking in the maze of the historic city center. This is truly unique. It was probably built for enough room for two carts passing each other. As the ports flourished and businesses boomed, they just built up, not touching the old existing footprint. Much like Turin is known for its chocolate and hazelnuts, Genoa is known for the birthplace of Christopher Columbus and Pesto. It's everywhere here. We ordered fish and chips, and the tartar sauce had a light green tint to it, as it had pesto. Quite tasty. They do believe in grinding it the old-fashioned way using mortar and pestle. You'll even find it on pizza, mixed with potatoes and green beans as one of their well-known dishes. As a port city, I would expect it to be rich in flavor and spices. I'm talking to you, restaurant Asiatique, quite possibly the prettiest plating of tasteless pad thai I've ever had, making me wait for a very delayed feeding time by opening at 7 p.m. For that? No. The locals all seem to ride scooters. They are everywhere. The Piazza de Ferrari fountains were known for beautiful women washing their clothes in the morning, then returning later that night to... Oh hey, I needed to get to the bank, and Syrian routed me through a very colorful alley of well-dressed women sitting on their stoops, chatting amongst themselves. I had no idea how they walked in those high heels on cobblestone, day in, night out, but I guess they have quite a bit of practice. They were more than helpful in pointing me in the right direction to the bank. So kind. I made a trip to their main post office. It's much like an automated DMV. Walk in, use the touchscreen to select your language and the reason for going, and then wait your number to be called. I waited for my turn for purchasing postage for these iconic postcards. This has been Prejean with a Passport, reminding you that no matter what, when, or how, make time to recharge. This moment of calm is brought to you by like and subscribe.